honestly, I have no hate for Boruto, the animated series. Actually, I'm kind of really liking it because, for one, they're actually doing something that I kind of wish that was in the original Naruto. Something that actually did kind of make me feel something a little bit more for most of the side characters and everything. And it's very funny how that in the past 3 episodes, like, Shino got all the he gained all the development that he needed throughout the entire series in 3 episodes of him being a teacher, which is really weird. And also, like, that whole thing with the filler with him getting Naruto and Hinata's wedding gift. You would think that by that point that you would have felt something a little bit more, and it was very strange. It was a very strange time that they chose to kind of talk about his character. But still, I like what they're doing, especially in this episode where we do meet another one of the other students from one of the other classes who does kind of have a crush on the class representative. Of course, he kind of has a disguised jutsu, so basically he turns invisible, and even his weapons and everything else. However, because, he's still a veteran ninja, he can't really hide his presence. So eventually he does get caught, and it's more of a class rep, Chocho and Sarada episode where they mostly just kind of run through this thing of them being stalked by this guy who at first tried to actually tell the class rep his feelings. But in the process of that, she did kind of shut him down, thus leading into the whole evil, stalkerish kind of thing that you only saw in movies like I Know What You Did Last Summer. So that is some scary shit. However, instead of this guy getting taken down by martial arts skills, he gets taken down by talking, the same way how Dinky did back in the first episode. However, it does get a bit interesting though, because the anime evil chakra thing, I guess now it's getting stronger and stronger, because now people are kind of turning into monsters and everything, or at least like the chakra itself is turning into a monster, kind of taking that whole possession thing that what happened to Shino to very strong ass lengths. However, the more I watch this though, the more I do watch, and I do wonder, is this how the one guy, like at the very beginning, or at least like in the future, is this pretty much what had happened? Like he just turned everybody evil, and then they used all their power and everything else to just destroy the village themselves? Or is he a completely different villain, like off the beaten path, and somebody else is doing this? Whatever's really going on though, we now have 2 basic recap points now, because again, all this shit that is going on now, Naruto and Shikamaru are actually investigating it. And also, whatever's going on now, it seems as that Orochimaru, he already knows what's going on. So hopefully this doesn't really tie too heavily into him. But also, the more that I think about this though, is that this might actually be somebody else, because the more that I think about it, it's like we don't really see these problems come up like in the Sarada special, or like in the movie, or beyond that now with the whole manga and shit. We don't really see people who go crazy and you gotta get into their feelings. As far as it's going, it's a good means to get the lower characters involved in the story so that you know who they are, know what they're going through. So that's something that is very clever on their part. But till then though, that is what I gotta say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. Tell me what do you think. I'm out.